Hello everyone and welcome to Adventures in Coriolis. Today the adventure brings us to Walt Disney World where we have 5 days of magical fun for you. If this is your first time watching the channel, I invite you to please click down below and subscribe because we have a lot of Disney content coming your way over the next several weeks. So if you're ready, come on, let's get this magical Disney adventure started. So you do want to look for the signs. It's clearly marked. It's Terminal B that you'll come to, and Disney's Magical Express. That's what you're going to be looking for to get on the buses over to the parks. So the main level where the terminals are is actually, I think, level 3. So you're going to come all the way down to level 1. So a couple layers of escalators to go down and maneuver as you make your way to the buses. Now, of course, the Magical Express is a free service if you are staying at a Disney resort. Here's the line. It's a super long line. Folks checking in. Look at that. It goes all the way down there. Super long. All the way down here. It may be best to just Uber it at this point, because this is a super long line. So here's the line. The end of the line goes way down there. I don't know if you can even see the end of it. I just checked an Uber and it's like 55 bucks, but I think I'm gonna take my chances with that as opposed to waiting in line. So now I'm taking the escalator up a level. I think that the rideshare level is the middle level, so level 2 at baggage claim. So gonna check it out. It's a lot of money to pay, more than I'm really comfortable with, I guess, but that line is insane. I don't know what the line normally is. I'm kind of thinking that right now it's 10:30 in the morning, so maybe a lot of the morning flights just came in, so you know, a lot of folks are just arriving. Actually staying at the Coronado Springs Resort this time. It's my first time staying at that one, so excited to get over there and check it out. So I did notice this sign talking about if you completed check-in services online, have a magic band, or have activated your digital key, that they'll actually send a message with your room number to your mobile device once it's ready. I think this is to avoid folks from waiting here in the line at the front desk unnecessarily. So keep that in mind, that they will send the number of your room, if you did the online check-in, directly to your device on the day of check-in, so you don't have to wait in any lines here. But this is pretty incredible so far. Very clean look, very modern. I'm excited to be staying here. So you can see this is a pretty big resort. Of course, there is the main building here behind me, which is where the check-in desk is, concierge. I think there was a bar in there and some things like that. And then around this lake, you see right over there, and then there's some buildings back there as well. There are these other buildings full of rooms, so a huge area here occupied by Coronado Springs Resort. And I'm actually in the casitas, which I think is right over there. So I've got to walk a little bit to get to my room. So walking now to get to my building. I was a little bit early. The Uber ride over from the airport took like exactly 30 minutes. So from Orlando International Airport to the Disney property is about 30 minutes if you come that way. I did get here early at the resort, and actually when the Uber crossed over onto Disney property, I received a Disney notification, a text, and on top of that, an email from Disney actually saying that my room was not yet ready. And to check back a little bit later. I think they said that update in about 45 minutes. But when I did get to the resort, I checked at the front desk, despite the sign, and they did have a room ready for me. So I'm gonna go check that out now. But glad I have a place to drop some of the items in my backpack before I head over to the park. Today, for the first day, gonna be headed to the Magic Kingdom. So I think we're coming up now on the casitas, so maybe this is it. Gotta see building 1. That's what we're looking for. Oh, I see it over here. It's a nice open little courtyard area. Leading right into the convention center. So I guess that's what we walked past where the characters were, was right near the convention center. This is very nice. I really like this. Alright, so 13:15, this is us. So got my Magic Band. The Magic Band, of course, can act as your room key or the mobile app as well. Easy as that. And here we are. Wow. This is really, really nice. You can see we got a not so hidden Mickey there on the bed of towels. This room is a preferred room. It's got 2 double beds, a huge counter here, I guess like to serve like a desk, and a chair there you can pull out and sit at. Chair over here in the corner. Now the view is not the one I had hoped for. You can see the parking lot out there. I was hoping for one on the other side in the courtyard, but this is great too. You know, it's sort of feels like, because the door is on the outside like that, it sort of feels like a motel. This is a moderate Disney resort, so it kind of feels like a, you know, a Motel 6 or something like that, but that's been very well themed by Disney. So yeah, this is great. I like the room so far. The beds and everything look very nice. Now I will say here, because of the pandemic, I don't think they're doing standard room service. I think they only come in every few days now and actually do room service. So that's one thing to keep in mind if you're staying at a Disney resort during this period, is that you know, you're probably not going to get turned down service and get your linens changed every day. It's probably going to be every couple or every few days. So here's the bathroom. And it's got these pretty cool sliding doors. Check that out. Yeah, that's cool. And then just a standard bathroom, I think. Actually, not so standard. Oh, not the light. All right, trying to figure out where everything's at here. Dual sinks. That's nice. And my favorite, y'all. This is my favorite. I love staying at Disney for the soap. There's just something, well, that's mouthwash, but vanity kit, a shower cap. Here's the soap that they give you. I love the Disney branded soap. Here's a little closet back here, extra pillows and blankets up there, plenty of coat hangers so you can hang your shirts up. There's also an ironing board there, and then ample space over here to store your bathroom items, toiletries, things of that nature. And then we'll come in here, and a lot of light in the bathroom. This is the shower, and more of that awesome Disney soap. You notice that they've put the cleaned label up here. I've always wondered about that. These hotels that have soap that is sort of common that everyone uses, you know, between stays, and various different people are using it, how they keep that, you know, sanitary during this pandemic period. But I guess they clean those each time. So yes, the Disney soap is where it's at, but this is just a standard shower, nothing special. Also noticed in this little bedside table, between the 2 beds, there's a safe down here, and it's actually a pretty big one. So, you know, if you're bringing laptops or things of that nature, you will have somewhere that you can lock those up during your stay. So not bad. I'm very impressed with the accommodations here. I'm very excited to stay here. The only other Disney resort that I stayed at was Art of Animation. Several years ago, stayed in the Little Mermaid room, and that was awesome. It sort of was like this too. So I'm actually gonna settle in here just a little bit, and I'm gonna get right into the fun and head over to the Magic Kingdom because I was so excited and couldn't wait. You also have to have Disney park reservations for each day that you're coming during the pandemic, so you have to make those online, and it was really hard because today's a Saturday, tomorrow's Sunday, going to the Magic Kingdom 2 days in a row. Hard to get those weekend Magic Kingdom passes, but was able to snag one for today and tomorrow, so 2 days of the Magic Kingdom. Can't wait to get over there. So gonna freshen up a bit after my travels this morning, get over to the Magic Kingdom, and get right into the Disney magic. All right, so leaving the room now. I've actually booked a lift over to the Magic Kingdom. I think I have everything. So many things to have these days. It's so weird not having a key using the Magic Band because I always feel like I'm forgetting the room key or something. There are, I think, 4 bus stops at Coronado Springs, and I didn't really know how long those would take. I'm actually nearest bus stop 2. So the Uber, Lyft, whatever, I think the prices are pretty much about the same. It looks like about $10 to get over to the Magic Kingdom. So I'm gonna utilize that for now, and we'll see later, you know, if that's something I still wanna do, or if I wanna take the buses home. I'm sure I'll take the buses at some point, but I guess it's just a matter of convenience sometimes, being able to get in a lift and go right to the Magic Kingdom. So this is more of the Casitas area. So I'm in Casitas 1 over here, and then over here is Casitas 2. Casitas 3 is all the way at the end down there. But it's really neat. I really like the theming and, you know, the vegetation and the palm trees and things. It's really neat. Cool little atmosphere here. It's going to be hard to figure out, or difficult, I guess, to figure out how to get back later. So hopefully I won't get completely lost. Trying to do some way marking as I go. But it told me on the Lyft app that this little roundabout right here is the place to wait for the pickup. So I'm just going to stand here and wait, of course. I mean, what else am I going to do? But it's nice to know that it's that convenient, that it's, you know, I could potentially get dropped off here too and then just have to walk right over there to my room. So one of the things I am going to be on the lookout for today at the park is a poncho, because it's not looking good for the remainder of the trip. I'm here in the parks for 5 days. And I think today's the only day that it's not, there's actually some sun coming out right now. The only sun I've seen so far today. But I think today is the only day of sun that we're actually supposed to get this whole trip. So looking at actually probably some torrential downpours during the trip as well. So they do sell ponchos within the parks. I'm just gonna figure out where those are and buy one so that I'm prepared for that rain when it happens, because it's unfortunate that it happens, but there are things to do here at Disney World when it rains, and we're probably going to get to highlight some of those this week, unfortunately for us. There goes the Disney bus. It's right over there. So I guess this is near the bus stop. I think it's further on around that way is what they told me, but hopefully they don't make it to the Magic Kingdom before I do, because that method of transportation is free and mine's not. So Lyft just notified me that my driver that was on the way actually canceled the ride, so now I'm waiting on a new driver. So will we get to the Magic Kingdom today? Fingers crossed. So I've made it to the Magic Kingdom, and my Lyft driver, I don't think, dropped me off in the right place, because they kind of dropped me off in the middle of the road, and I had to walk up the road a little ways. Not on a sidewalk to get here, and I'm actually, see right here behind me is where the buses load and unload for the resort, so that's where I would have been dropped off anyways. So I've just gone through security. Now on my way to the front gate of the Magic Kingdom. So excited. Let's go.
How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Doing good. There you go.
Thank you so much. We have officially made it to the Magic Kingdom. You know that feeling when you first see the castle when you're walking down the middle of Main Street, USA. Welcome to Walt Disney World. And we've come up on our first ride. This attraction is actually Starbucks. These are all the folks waiting to get into Starbucks at the Magic Kingdom. So exciting. So we're here, we've made it. We are walking down Main Street, and other than that, I really don't have a plan. Too much of a plan today. My plan today was to make it into the park, and I've done that. But it's amazing to be here. I feel like, you know, a little kid being back at Disney World. It's such an exciting feeling when you enter the gates, and you turn the corner, and you see the castle, which is behind me here. You know, it's just that, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's that, you know what it's like, you that have been here before. Probably gonna head toward the back of the park, maybe Frontierland, Haunted Mansion, some of the iconic rides, and see what the wait's like at some of those. But we're at the Magic Kingdom. How exciting, how cool, we're here. Looks like they're doing some construction on the castle. I think this is, they're actually adding these ribbons and things for the 50th, which starts in October. But you can see the little moat around the castle here that extends under this bridge. Going into Liberty Square is actually dry because they're doing that work right now. It is now just after 1 o'clock, so there's a lot of folks out in line to get lunch. It's a place where you can get some turkey legs, which I know are a famous snack treat here at Walt Disney World. So that was cool. Our first, like, 5 minutes, we saw a cavalcade with Goofy and friends. Now I've walked through Liberty Square. I think I'm gonna head over to Haunted Mansion. Haunted Mansion's one of my favorites. And I think it's less than a 20-minute wait right now. So gonna head over there and get a ride in on Haunted Mansion. It's the first ride of the day and the first ride of the trip this time to Disney.
In sickness and in, well.
Now we're going on arguably the best ride in the Magic Kingdom, certainly my favorite. And it's not Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. We're gonna go on the Little Mermaid, Under the Sea, Adventures of Little Mermaid, something like that. It's usually a pretty quick wait, never usually too long. A lot like the Haunted Mansion, it's a continuously moving ride. I think it's under a 20-minute wait usually. The Haunted Mansion also, I should say here, was posted as a 25-minute wait, but it was only about a 15-minute wait. It went pretty fast, so hopefully this one's going to as well, because the line already looks pretty long. So let's go check out the best ride at the Magic Kingdom. So normally be where you come to meet Ariel and her grotto, but of course because of the pandemic restrictions, a lot of the character meet and greets like this have been canceled and changed to some just character interactions where you might see the character just standing somewhere and you can get a socially distanced photo with them. But so no meet and greet with Ariel and her grotto right now.
that Ursula? Oh, she's so mean. I'll make you human if you give me your voice, she says. And Ariel gets all flustered and don't know what she's signing.
Little Mermaid.
Wish I could be.
We have to talk so we don't get copyright strike right here on this part of the ride.
Under the sea, since life is new.
Is with Ursula.
Wants to live happily ever after with her prince.
Happily ever after.
Abuga, Sabruga, the winds of the Caspian Sea. She won't say a word, she won't say.
So there you go, the best ride at the Magic Kingdom, or at least my favorite ride. I've always enjoyed that ride. It's a fairly newer ride. They redid this section of the park, Fantasyland, I think back in 2012, 2013. So that's was one of the newer additions from that. So now it's about 2:30. Been here a little over an hour. It's probably one of the busier parts of the day. So there's just a lot of folks moving around. The lines for food and drinks are long. It's probably about peak time of the day for the rides and stuff. So I think I'm just going to wander around, and it's been several years since I've been here, so I think I'm just going to wander around and enjoy some of the park. And who knows, you know, today is sort of an extra half day for me at the Magic Kingdom. I have all day tomorrow as well, so just wanting to jam in as much stuff as I can. It's also coming up on lunchtime too, so I think I'm going to search for something to get a snack. I actually have a dining reservation this evening for the Crystal Palace. I've never been there before, super excited to try that out. So we got to figure out something to do for lunch now though in the meantime, something to hold me over till then. Probably not the best time to be looking for lunch though with the amount of people who also are, but we'll see what we can find and hopefully find something with not a super long wait. Actually up there you can see the People Mover going. I think they're just testing it though, because I think the People Mover is actually down maybe till the end of April. It's currently the middle of April right now, so I don't know that it's running today. Well, running for the public at least. It looks like they're testing it or something. I was just checking out the Walt Disney World app while sitting here trying to figure out what to eat, and I noticed that the Tomorrowland Terrace actually has a lobster roll. Now, typically you can get a lobster roll here at Disney World at the Columbia Harbor House, however that's closed right now, so I think I'm going to use the mobile order feature on the Disney World app to order a lobster roll. It's sounding very appeasing right now. That with a Coke sounds amazing, so I may try that out and head over there and pick it up. Alright, so just got my order in and now I'm walking over to Tomorrowland Terrace, and then it says once I get there to click on the app that I'm there, and then they'll start preparing my order and it'll be ready for pickup. So that is pretty cool that you can do that and avoid waiting in a long line. I know that a lot of the food vendors around the park, they're actually encouraging folks to do that so that there doesn't end up being a long wait and so that folks aren't packed so tightly in there to get their food. So yeah, gonna head over here and check this out, but pretty exciting that you can do that on your mobile app and that you can also use Apple Pay to make that purchase. So if you are coming to the parks and you want to use your Apple Pay as much as possible, there's one option. You can see here they actually have the sign advertising that Tomorrowland Terrace now features fare from Columbia Harbor House. So that's what we're going to check out there. That lobster roll is $15.99, so it better be delicious. Let's go check it out. It also looks like there's quite a bit more seating over here too than some of the other venues around, because I was noticing, I was walking around, a lack of available seating at some of the other venues around the Magic Kingdom. Alright, so I submitted my order and it told me they're preparing the order. You can view order details and it actually tells you to wait outside of the restaurant and they will notify me on the app when my order's ready. So we're just out here in front of the mobile order pickup. You can see there's 5 stations here at the Tomorrowland Terrace. So we'll see when we get notified and pick up our food. So here we go. Just picked up the order. That was pretty simple. I got a notification saying go to Bay 2 and my order was waiting for me. So there's the lobster roll and the fries, and also got a Coke Zero And then they also have a station right over there where you can actually pick up condiments and things like that for your food. So a pretty nice setup that you can still get the Columbia Harbor House food here at Tomorrowland Terrace. And you can't really beat the view either from this lunch location. So that was pretty good. That was about as best as you can expect from a theme park lobster roll. You know, not the best, not the most authentic tasting, but it was pretty good. The fries were probably my favorite part, just typical theme park shoestring fries. Just been sitting here now taking in the ambiance of the day. It's a beautiful day. The sun finally came out and is shining bright, and taking full advantage of that. And now I think I'm gonna head over to Main Street and maybe go into the Emporium and some of the shops there and just browse and maybe look for a poncho. It seems like just by taking a look at the app just now, a lot of the rides currently have around, you know, an average of 25 to 35 minute wait. So may stay off some of the rides for now until the crowds break up into the evening, but may head over into the Emporium and check out what they have and look for that poncho that I'm going to need over the next couple of days. And then just walk around the park and enjoy until the reservation at Crystal Palace that I have at 7 o'clock this evening.